Go. Tell me when.
Go.
Okay, I want to thank my brother Danny for hanging with me. As you can hear, it's raining hard. This is a buck that my middle son Ben named Pumba about 2016, and he was a mute buck. He has a 2-year-old. He had one decent side and one horrible side, and we watched him grow from a 2-year-old to a 3-year-old, and we passed him many times as a 3-year-old. And then tonight he came out into the green plot. Cold front came through overnight last night. It's been up in the 90s, and no rain until I started hunting tonight, and it started pouring rain about 5:30, 6 o'clock. As soon as it quit raining, the plot filled up with 2 3-year-old bucks, a 2-year-old buck, and 6 or 7 does. And prior to that, about 4 or 5 does had come out with a smaller buck. And it started raining again. They went back into the timber, and I'm sitting there thinking I got about 20 minutes. I expected to see this buck and another buck that we had named Carl, who's a beautiful 5-year-old, and these guys have been fighting already. We got them on camera fighting. And I really wanted to take him or Carl because I want to reduce the social pressure on the mature bucks. So I'm sitting there in the pouring rain, and I knew if I'm going to put the hammer on one, I got to put it on him good. And he walked behind me, and of course I never even saw him because it was pouring rain. I looked to my left, and he was 30 yards past me already, and he stepped out in the plot. And he stood there all nervous. You can see the mass on him. I don't know if you can zoom in on that. He stood there all nervous. I watched him for 10 minutes. Of course, my heart was beating pretty fast. I took some breaths. I said a good prayer to the Lord above. I said, give me the capacity to keep calm and make this shot. And he finally gave me a broadside shot, 30 yards. I put the pin on him. Pouring rain, and I knew we would not have an ability to track him. But I knew if I put the hammer on him, he's going to go about 50 yards and fall, and that's exactly what he did. He ran 50 yards off the plot, just inside the wood line, and fell right in the trail. He is 1, we'll count that, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pointer. Pretty much just a mainframe 8, but he's got 2 1-inch brows here. And he may not score big, but he was a target buck. And I thought about passing him, but a lot of rain coming this weekend. Then we got the October lull coming in. Pretty much out of the 4 hunters on our farm, 3 of us have tagged out, and we still got a bunch of mature bucks to hunt. So I want to praise the Lord above for giving me this opportunity. Thank my brother for helping me come and drag this deer out of the woods in a muddy, dark, cold, rainy night.
Glad to do it.
And very happy. The Mathews Triax did the job. Gotta love it. My new Mathews, I shot about 2,000 arrows. I got helical fletching with a SlickTrick 4-blade broadhead. Put the hammer on this big mature buck and went right through him. So it worked out. Thank you, everybody.